Here in Nebraska, State Senator Charlie Jansen tried unsuccessfully to pass a similar law. In an interview with Star City's Jenna Janes, the senator explained why having one of these is so crucial for us to have a fair election. One of the issues in this presidential election year is the voter ID law, a law that some states have passed to make it mandatory that each person casting a ballot have a valid identification like a driver's license. Some people are saying this is unfair and violates a person's right to vote. One man who has been credited with establishing voter rights in this country is Ramsey Clark. He served under two presidents, Kennedy and Johnson. He is now on the phone, live from New York. Mr. Clark, thank you so much for joining us.
Good to be with you.
You too. What's your opinion of these voter ID laws?
I think they're restrictive. In a democracy, you want everybody to vote. And your real problem is not people voting twice, it's getting them to vote once.
Talking to smokers and former smokers on the street, some say taxes have gotten too high, while others say the price will never deter them from buying cigarettes. Senator Nelson, now that Bob Kerrey did lose and your seat is taken by Deb Fischer, but Barack Obama did win the presidency, what do you think people can do to work together in Congress?
Well, you know, Senator Fischer campaigned in the general election saying she'd be bipartisan. Now it's up to her to deliver on that promise, because Bob Kerrey had already been bipartisan. Anybody like Bob Kerrey that could bring Chuck Hagel and me together when we've had political differences, but to support him, established that he could be bipartisan as he did during his 12 years in the Senate. Now it's up to her to deliver. She said she would. Unfortunately, in her primary, she couldn't think of a Democrat in the Senate she could work with. I hope that's changed, because that's what's going to be necessary to move this country forward. This partisan gridlock and deadlock and obstructionism engineered by the Republican leader, Mitch McConnell, has caused this country to lag behind in areas where we need to move forward, where we can establish certainty. So it's going to be up to her to be able to look Mitch McConnell in the eye and say, no, I'm not going to vote that way. That's not in the best interest of Nebraska or our country.
Right. If Senator Fischer does not do that, do you think there's another way somebody can do, something can happen to end the gridlock? Anything?
Well, the fact that the Democrats have not lost the majority in the Senate, as it appears right now, is an indication that people are rejecting the Tea Party. They're saying, no, obstructionism and holding this country hostage for this issue or that issue is unacceptable. And my hope is that will continue into the future. There are good people in the Tea Party movement, but they have to say no to obstructionism and blocking everything that's important to move this country forward. This country is stuck in neutral. When you're in neutral as a country, you might as well be in reverse.
All right. Thank you very much, Senator. I hope you make that 6 a.m. flight.
I will.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, great. Okay, I'm Johnny Cox for Star City News from Bob Kerrey's headquarters.